Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season and have a happy new year as well. This is your January 2025 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, take out the cross spread as always, and also pull the Four Agreements and Wisdom Oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off my roll notes astrology as we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, we have Mercury. So, of course, you guys had Mercury retrograde in your sign, just wrapped up recently. The post shadow is still going on to around the 2nd or 3rd or so of January. Then Mercury will go into Capricorn right around the end of the first week of January, and then toward the very end, it'll move into Aquarius. So, basically going from your first house, second house, then eventually third house. And we have Aries. So as far as Aries goes, we've had Chiron there for quite some time, and the North Node as well. The North Node's going to be moving out of Aries this month. Well, in January, I should say. It'll be moving out of Aries and into Pisces. But for you guys, Aries is 5th house energy of romance, creativity, children. And we have 7. So 7th house energy for you guys is Gemini. Just had the full moon in Gemini recently. And Jupiter's been there for quite some time as well, retrograde, and that is your ruler. But in general, 7th house points to partnerships, contracts, relationships. So yeah, maybe there's some revision going on in that area of life for you guys. But we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, which we were just talking about with the dice too. And challenging that, we have the 10 of Wands, which is a Sagittarius card. So, looking at these two things here, I can see this playing out a couple different ways. For some of you, this could just be saying that there could be an opportunity coming your way that's actually being guided toward you spiritually, but you could just be so wrapped up in the day-to-day responsibilities you have right now that you're not even noticing that this opportunity is right under your nose. For others of you, this could just be saying that maybe an opportunity that you already did receive at one point, and at one point you thought it was really, a special opportunity, now has possibly started to become more of a burden for you guys in a lot of ways. So, again, like I said, I can see that playing out both ways there. So for some it'll be one, some another. All right, in the foundation position we have the 7 of Pentacles. So yeah, so for some of you this could definitely align with what we were saying as far as that scenario where for some of you this is one of those things where you might have had an opportunity, right? So for example, let's say this is your work life, right? And eventually, in the beginning, it might have felt like, okay, the money started to accumulate rather quickly for the amount of work you were doing, right? And now you've gotten to the point where it feels like you're still putting in the same amount of work, but for far less reward from it, right? So maybe that's how you're feeling in that situation now. In the past position, we have the Hermit. So yeah, for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe this is something that even came to the surface for you guys back in Virgo season originally, and now it's coming back up to the surface again. But yeah, if not that, again, going with that other scenario too, maybe this is saying that some of you are so wrapped up in career, right? And in a way, we could see why that might be the case, right? Because if the work used to come more easily for a lot of reward, and now it seems like you're not getting as much of a reward, and naturally that could keep you stuck in a cycle where you have to put more and more energy seemingly into your careers. But for some of you, this could just be pointing to, if that's your scenario where you're just putting a lot of energy toward your careers, that could also point to why you missed opportunities elsewhere. So for example, just to take the card at face value, if there was an opportunity for a romantic connection, but you were just so wrapped up in your careers, you might have missed out on the opportunity at the time. All right, in the present position, we have the 3 of Swords. So yeah, so this is definitely an energy of feeling disappointment, right? Feeling like you couldn't get your plans aligned with the way you wanted them to go. So of course, again, the one-to-one relationship, this could have been with another person, or like we said, maybe in a work dynamic, right? Maybe it was going one way initially, and now it seems like things are going in a direction that you're not too happy with at this time. All right, and in your future position, we have the Two of Wands. So this is Aries energy here, and to me, this looks like there is an openness to taking on a new opportunity, right? Perhaps a new adventure. So for those of you, if this was a workplace dynamic, right, maybe you're more open to the idea of saying, okay, maybe I can start to search elsewhere for a job that would better suit me. Or for those of you, again, where if maybe you were just so wrapped up in career that you were missing opportunities in other areas of life, this is you finally wrapping up those goals and saying, okay, now let me see if I can shift my focus to, let's say, a romantic connection, right? Putting myself on a dating scene or launching creative projects, things along those lines there. Right? In a position of your influence in this situation, we have the Nine of Swords. So yeah, so this is a lot of anxiety, worry, possibly losing sleep, right? And again, like we said, we could definitely see how that might have played out if this was a career situation. But again, for others of you, you could just feel like you just missed out on an opportunity. In the environment position, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is actually a Sagittarius energy here. But more than anything, what this says to me is that even if you might feel like you have missed an opportunity, it looks like this is saying that there will still be more opportunities to come. So you don't necessarily have to feel like, try not to be too hard on yourselves. For example, feel like, oh, now that I look back on the situation, I totally missed out on it, right? Because it could just be saying, well, maybe that situation itself will be open to you again, or at the very least, there will be other similar opportunities coming your way. And now that you have the awareness, you're less likely to miss them. Right. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Empress. So yes, I feel like this is saying for a lot of you, you do want to embrace this energy, right? To where you don't feel like you're pushing yourselves too far and be able to actually sit back, relax a little bit, and be more open and receptive to things coming your way. And in the outcome position, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is Virgo energy here. So I feel like this is saying on the one hand, I feel like this is going to be you embracing your independence for a little bit. For those of you, where maybe if there was again, a missed opportunity with a relationship, or if you're already in one and it started to feel like a burden and you decided you need to leave it behind. But for those of you, if this is more of a career thing, I feel like this is saying that you might actually finally take a step away to actually enjoy the fruits of your labor to this point and hit the reset button. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So yeah, this is Aries energy here, and to me, this says that there definitely is an opportunity for, for you to feel that sense of happiness coming back around for you. So yeah, could be as simple as given that this is an Aries energy, and we saw that come up in the dice as well. Could just be as simple as saying that as the node wraps up its transit through there, which to be fair is a supportive house for you guys, but maybe just the intensity of that transit moving on might actually help free things up for you a bit. All right, from the Four Agreements deck, we have Always Do Your Best, and it says surrender and let go of the past. Okay, it says whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in a moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. So yeah, that's definitely a supportive message there, especially for those of you where, like I said, if you genuinely do feel like you did miss an opportunity, right? I feel like this is saying that, again, especially with that Eight of Wands in the environment, that either that opportunity itself would still be open to you or very similar opportunities in the future, and now that you're aware and looking for them, you're not as likely to miss it this time anyway. But hopefully that resonated. And then from the Wisdom Oracle, we have a change in the wind. There's the artwork, and the number is 12. So we'll see what this has to say. All Alright, essential meanings says a sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. The Oracle's message: it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, and it does make me think of the fact that, again, given that the 7th house energy came up with your dice, like I mentioned, you guys are ruled by Jupiter, of course, and it's been retrograde in your opposite sign for quite some time, and so I think finally in February it'll start direct motion again, so that could be when you start to feel like things start to improve for sure as well. All right. The relationship message says relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better, and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear, and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So yeah, again, definitely a positive message there, and that could point to why we do see the 3 of Swords in the present, but then moving forward from that, it doesn't look like there's much of a remnant of it, right, between the 2 of Wands, which points to a fresh energy, the 8 of Wands in the environment, fresh energy, so could just be saying that it's one of those things that'll be temporary. All right, the prosperity message says, as you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you've pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well. Even better, actually. Trust. So yes, and that message definitely seems to align with those of you where, like I said, maybe this is an opportunity that you've already taken, and that 10 of Wands and the challenge points to it feeling more like a burden than anything at this point. And then that 7 of Pentacles energy aligned with that too, where we said, maybe it felt like you're putting in just as much work as you did before, but for far less reward, right? So for those of you, if that's your scenario, hopefully that resonated for you as well. And we'll wrap up there. Once again, hope you guys are having a good holiday season, and I hope you have a happy new year, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.